I am Timotheus the Orange. This is the Armchair Wizards massive multiplayer on-stage live-action role-playing game show. Go crazy! Woo! Carpal tunnel. I will... three eager beavers from the audience to be adventurers here on stage. I will ask you three questions. What's your name? What's your pronoun? And what is your nerddom? And from there, I will give you a sweet nickname for your character that will, yes, you. First of all, yeah, it was the slow creep. It's the slow creeps that I absolutely love. Middle party hat and I want you. Because he was the most chill. Now, what happens with these adventures? I want you guys to get up on stage as safely and softly as possible. Claim your seats right here up on stage with a microphone in front of you. You are now the stars of Armchair, massive multi. I love that everyone was like, okay, I'll take the big step. This is one big step, but I guess this is how the pros do it. Oh, Jesus. Most well. Now, these three adventures will go on a rip-roaring campaign of fun and frivolity made up from my head and your suggestion of anything at all. Can I get a one-word suggestion? Biscuits. Oh, and Lego. All right, I love the aftershock of biscuits. That's the first thing. Food is the most common thing for a first suggestion. And then the second thought of Lego. All right. Add a modifier to the first word and it's already in my head. Now, we are in a Lego kitchenette. This is a Betty Crocker branded Lego mix. And it's got a small Lego Betty Crocker. She is leading the Great American Bake Off. And these three contestants are here possibly to make friends, but absolutely to make cake. Can I get your name, your pronouns, and what are you most nerdy about? Speak into the microphone directly in front of you. Alex.
Yeah. He's doing it. I'm most nerdy about board games.
Pronouns first.
He, him.
He, him. All right. Like that's after the. All right. No. Alex, thank you so. What are you most nerdy about?
I would say board games.
Board games. Any specific board games?
I'm really into Everdell right now.
Say that again.
I'm really into Everdell right now.
Everdell.
Yeah.
Everdell. All right. You are Jughead from Archie Comics.
Nice.
Swell.
No more profile necessary, Jughead. You're great. Contestant number 2. What is your name? What are your pronouns? What are you most nerdy about?
My name is Cam. My pronouns are she, they, and I'm most nerdy about anime.
Cam, most nerdy about anime and is she, they. And what's your favorite anime? What is your favorite?
Unfortunately, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Unfortunately? So that means you have commitment skills. You are willing to understand things that are immediately intended to be beyond your reckoning.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. What would your stand look like if you had a stand?
I think truly the most pink fluorescent being you could possibly imagine.
HPRC.
Yeah. Probably really tall, lanky, with a really nice and maybe as wide as it is tall, tutu. Like I said, first in pink. That's the most important part.
Most important part. Don't any of you forget that. I'm gonna quiz you. Now, give me your name one more time.
Cam.
Cam, that was just so good. You are what initially Camelot was named after, because people aim towards camliness, which is next to godliness. So, right? Yeah, here we go. You're like, is he hosting a show or rizzing? Now, You, as a contestant in the Great American Bake Off, you pride yourself on never getting your hands dirty. Your stand cooks everything for you, and it is Raekwon the chef.
Hell yeah.
He is just one part of the many series of stands of the Wu-Tang Stan.
That's incredible.
Thank you. You are incredible. I agree. Look at the self-confidence. Cam, everybody. Super effective stand. I stand it. What is your name? What is your pronoun? And what are you most nerdy about?
I'm Sarah. My pronouns are, I guess, she, they, and video games.
Sarah, she, they. Give a round of applause. Yeah. Welcome her in. Welcome them in. Excellent, excellent. So video games, do you any favorites? Any specific things that you could talk about all day if someone were willing and or paid to listen?
Psychonauts or the game of the week.
Psychonauts.
Yes, it's the best game ever.
You like, yeah, Psychonauts, the best game ever.
It's got so much heart, man.
All right, you are the Russian queen. The great lover of Rasputin. Your psychotic power is so intense that you easily would overthrow Catherine the Great. You would even overthrow Catherine the Ultra. You would overthrow Catherine the Master. None of those ball techniques would even get past you.
Okay.
And so, okay, yeah. Things right off, like Rain-X for my jokes. It's so nice. I love this. Sarah, Cam, and Alex. Give a round of applause for our adventurers. We are currently in the semi-quarter demi-finals, where it was the people that lost, but they felt so much that their feelings brought them back into the show. It's you three and New York.
Nice.
Lego New York from the famous series Lego's I Love New York, from Lego's Flavor of Love. You see Lego Flavor Flav off to the side as a judge in this campaign. He takes a bite of a crumpet and says, "Yeah, boy." Alex, what you think about what you could possibly prepare for the final presentation. However, it is dangerous to go alone, and I forgot this part of the show. I have little cards here with funny things on them, like necrotic bubble gum. Just little items that they are able to use at any time. Take these lifeline loot. They may save you when you can't think of something that you want to say out loud. Sometimes we keep our thoughts inside and we just say, fists of fire punching fury. All right, not that one necessarily. Sock full of pebbles. I'm really getting the wrong vibe from this deck so far. Tennis ball of greater distraction. Oh, I miss my baby. Let's go. Each of you has some lifeline loot. Alex, you can incorporate this into your dish, but you are the forerunner of this contest. No one has ever baked a peach cobbler the way that Alex has cobblered a peach. It's this very special series that he uses. It's like you sing to the peaches and they go to the country themselves. What do you create to impress Betty Crocker?
With a biscuit theme?
With a biscuit theme. That's what this episode of The Great American Bake Off is.
I'm making a really swell Lego biscuit bomb shelter because it's just like it'd be very cool, like a nice place to hang out for, if
made a little biscuit bomb shelter.
And the bombs ever fall.
Everyone knows that radiation can't get through gravy. It's a natural wall. We can just create that, but we won't do it because of what the effect would have on the environment when it starts really smelling bad. But while it's still good on the table, Betty Crocker takes a big old Lego spoonful of this Fallout wasteland. And the DC for this is a 10. However, what we'll do is we'll turn it over to the Jumpman, the original silent protagonist, who will tell me if this is a good idea or a bad idea. If he likes what you say, you'll roll with advantage. Or, I'm sorry, you won't. I don't know if that's owned by Wizards. So you're gonna roll with privilege. And if he doesn't like it, if he shows the red card, you'll roll with adversity. Yeah, and this is the round of applause for the Jumpman. The silent Bob to my J. And is it a good idea or bad idea, Jumpman, to make a biscuit bomb shelter to slap gravy on them? Now, I know personally, as his friend, Jumpman does not like gravy. You weren't expecting to have this kind of judge.
But how about butter?
How about butter? Green, all right, roll with privilege. Roll with privilege. So you're gonna roll it this way. Just throw it, and you're gonna have to take my word for what it says. If you really want to, you can get out your phone and you can show what it rolls. Too late. It is a 10 and a 6. 10 makes it. 10 actively impressive. It's just at the line though. Just barely. That is the theme of the Great American Bake Off, is to applaud mediocrity. So many values in this. Wow. I love the collective cynicism of it, because it's similar to like collective effervescence, like at like a stadium concert or something, but it's all of us just like beautifully commiserating in the way that we're bioluminescent with jokes. Cam.
Hi.
Hey. Cam, you have been a wild card here. When you first presented your jalapeno popper slider mini muffins to Betty, she said, "Oh my stars and garters." But afterwards she said, "Oh my stars and garters." What have you prepared for us today here at the Great American Bake Off?
For the biscuit episode, unfortunately, I think I will be stealing inspiration from my good friend Jughead Jones.
Stealing inspiration from Jughead.
Yes.
He's a visionary.
A peach cobbler, but I will be making tiny biscuits on top as like the breading part.
Wait, does Jones? Jones is really Jughead's last name?
Sorry.
I love you guys.
It's alliterative.
Yeah. And just like put a little bit of stand magic in there, I guess. Just like hot pink glitter, edible glitter.
Edible glitter?
Edible glitter.
So you're gonna put the glitter on one fleck at a time. And muda, 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 muda,
Yeah.
muda, 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 muda. It's like you're at a ska concert. Itadakimasu. Is this a good idea or bad idea, Jumpman? It's a good idea. You are gonna roll with privilege.
I love privilege.
I just noticed your suit. That is so great. What? I love the build-up. A 15 and a 17. Those make it. Those beat that DC of 10. And you are currently in the lead for going up, over, and above.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if anyone were to roll a 20, remember, this will take on explosion rules, and you will double your grace with the ability to make both die add together to just get a really big number and really nothing else. So you successfully made this glittery golden goddess glob of goobity goodness. And Betty Crocker says with a full mouth that's kind of like shutting off her nasal passage, just, "Oh, I ran out of that." And you succeed in passing this. Now, Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah? You're gonna get me a lot today. You have been sort of getting the, what's his name? The mean guy from American Idol, Simon. You've been getting the Simon treatment, sort of. Production has been telling Betty that she needs to be a little bit more mean and just a little bit more accrued, and you've taken the brunt because you're the most emotionally available of them, unfortunately. It just happens that way.
Pressure makes diamonds, man.
But these pressure makes diamonds. You woke up like this.
Yes, I did.
What do you present towards Betty Crocker to impress her this time in the biscuit episode, which is the half finals?
Yeah.
You have loot cards for moments like this. You can literally just hold up a card.
Jesus.
You're doing so great.
I will present Dog the Bounty Hunter.
You're gonna present Dog the Bounty Hunter, animal companion.
He is the dog, the big bad dog, and he is on her biscuit, prepared to be eaten.
You took this a little different direction, and this is intended to be a PG-13 show, where I may use the F word as an exclamation, but not as any other parts of speech. I will say that you do indeed serve Betty Crocker some fine cake. And she is very happy with you. Turn that frown upside down. But she doesn't know if she's able to say how well she appreciates this in front of the cameras, because there's no truer form of American male beauty than Dog the Bounty Hunter. And I'll say that to his face. You're a beautiful man. Never cut that hair, and never show me what's behind those sunglasses.
Is he in the
I want that to be a
right
mystery
now?
forever.
Is he with us?
He's in the room, right? He's with us, everyone. Thoughts and prayers for Dog the Bounty Hunter. He is with us. Hallelujah. He is the dog. He is the big bad dog. It is God backwards, and that is no coincidence. Now, you have the power of Dog the Bounty Hunter. He doesn't even have this accent. Dog the Bounty Hunter. Within, it feels like you're being almost possessed, but also it is a phoenix force in itself. Undying and yet constantly dying. And this is what you serve to Betty Crocker. The literal person, human Betty Crocker. The DC is 10 still.
I thought she was Lego Betty Crocker.
Is this, she is Lego. She's Lego in real life.
Okay. Chris.
Sorry, spoiler alert, guys.
I got it confused there.
Betty Crocker isn't like a human like we think about it. She's Lego. And we love her still. There's no difference. Yeah. Doesn't matter what bricks are on me. It matters what bricks are inside me. I love you guys. It's actually kind of powerful to feel. Trans rights. Oh, freaking A. So, yeah. Is this a good idea or bad idea? Good idea. Roll with privilege.
Oh, Jesus. Just. I don't have big hands. I'm sorry.
Go this way. Go, Sarah.
Oh, so far.
Incredible distance. Could go all the way. It's a 6 and it's a 1.
No.
Oh my goodness. And so it seems no rerolls. You can add a detail. What detail are you adding, sir?
Because of the crit miss, special guest appearance by the Pillsbury Bro Boy.
Ooh. So Jumpman says that's a bad idea, but the Pillsbury Bro Boy doesn't care because he busts through the wall like his big brother Kool-Aid Man, and he says, because he's big and a bro. He's still rubbing his tummy though. You have entered your first boss battle. The Pillsbury Bro Boy feels it's getting hot in here, so he takes off all his leavening. He is getting so hot, I'm gonna steam the water out. And he rises and grows, and you see that Betty Crocker the entire time has been in disguise Rita Repulsa. She was there to trap all you Rangers. Because as we all know, Jughead is a famous Power Ranger. I can add these details as much as I want. You guys can go anywhere you want and just throw the coins. Cam, you went to senior prom with Jughead.
Nice.
And now this kind of like tension is what the reality show is really focusing on. And when they go in for like individual interviews, it's the Pillsbury Bro Boy who has essentially hostily taken over the entire show. It now has explosions in the opening titles. It now exclusively has a soundtrack written by Nickelback. The Great American Bake Off is becoming more and more American and in the worst possible way. The Pillsbury Bro Boy is, you imagine he must be the one link that if you destroy it, things will go back to the way they were when you could be happy, when there wasn't a giant imitation of a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man with half of the moral fiber. And that's a Marshmallow Man, he doesn't even have fiber. So what do when you face this Pillsbury Bro Boy? Rita Repulsa teleports back to the moon. You were too slow, bro. He's ready to, Jughead. You're getting too big into character.
I look for somewhere to secretly change into the Purple Ranger that I apparently am.
You see
It's a
somewhere
secret
to
identity.
change. You find a newspaper booth, not a telephone booth, but a little newspaper kiosk that is empty. And if you can fit in there, you'll be able to use your henshin transformation, but you must be completely concealed.
I duck down low and try to do it from a crouched position.
Illustrate.
Oh, nice.
This is the chillest show I've ever done. Oh my, yeah, all right. You're doing a bit of the end of the ha and a kamehameha. Doing
A little icon.
yeah, put a little Gallic on that gun. All right, I see. So if you're gonna crouch down so low that your Dragon Balls touch the floor, I'll give you a +1 on this. It's very impressive. Is this a good idea or bad idea? It's a good idea. He's gonna say it's morphin' time. I'll give you the second die. I should have been running for that. Oh no, anyone's welcome to go get the dice. I won't think you're trying to steal them. You're gonna be walking down the street and someone's gonna be like, "Hey, are those Armchair Wizards dice?" You'll be like, "No, I brought these from home." Go ahead and roll. Bada. Let's see. The Pillsbury Bro Boy. 13 and a 19. Now the difficulty check does go up by 1, unless someone throws coins to make a rule that it goes up by more, which has happened. Somebody has said that 8s or 20s before. Literally nothing is off limits. I'm so sorry to anyone who isn't able to hear me right now. Now you successfully transform into the Purple Ranger, and your Sentai suit, your jumpsuit, is bright purple with amethyst stones bedazzled all over it. It turns into a rock-hard armor, and you're somehow harder than the Pillsbury Bro Boy. You somehow break past the hardness of his Ed Hardy t-shirt. You show him what a situation you can be. And now that you've really given him a snooky to the face, we can truly put that toxic masculinity to rest. And he is dissipated and goes into what you assume is just the volcano that's in the middle of New Jersey that's always been there. But you see that as that last soul goes in there, the counter goes to 1 million. And the volcano explodes with a Jersey Devil inside. Volcanoes are Jersey Devil eggs. This is common knowledge. We're in the Mothman Theater. Everyone here is a Wikipedia of weird shit. Jughead, you stand with your mouth agape and your eyes covered by your hat but still looking very surprised. Cam, you haven't moved a muscle. You've stayed in your position with your stand baking in front of you. And striking at
Constantly. This helps you bake, by the way.
Yeah, it does.
If you just send this, I love that. The volcano erupts and tiny doughboys explode. Everyone knows you should not put a doughboy into a volcano after midnight. Makes thousands and thousands of tiny doughboys, and you now have a gluten boo. This terrible demon has grown, and he has swallowed the energy of a god. The god? We'll find out. And now all of these tiny doughboys with their hive mind, they're peeing and missing the seat. They're doing all the things that doughboys do. Oh, what? Her Lego talisman starts to glow, and you feel the rush of Bionicle. You can feel suddenly you can grab things twice the size you used to grab. You have wrist articulation yourself, not just your stand. You are as superpowered as you can be, and this is to go even further beyond. But there are still millions and millions of bro boys everywhere. They are led by one kind of gross dude who goes by Andrew Taste.
Nice.
Yeah, bad idea, right? And all these guys are going to surround you and try to convince you to invest in cryptocurrency. Do you have the willpower to... Do you have the willpower to resist this obvious Ponzi scheme?
I use the brown note whistle.
The brown note whistle.
I point out the main alpha male, and I'm just like, oh my god, dude, you just like shit your pants?
The quote of the show. I find the alpha male and go, oh my god, did you just shit your pants?
Oh my god, did you just shit your pants?
And all the other bro boys are really vying for the attention. They're all pick me bro boys.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, bro, no, oh. Is this a good idea or bad idea? All right, good idea. You'll be rolling with privilege for this one. Take down these bro boys.
Oh my god.
Oh, I hope they serve gluten in hell.
I hope they serve
Tucker minimum. DC is going to be 12 for this new one. A natural 20! And that means everyone say double your grease with me all at once. 1, 2, 3, double your grease! I love that. You guys are amazing. We're gonna add that second die to it for a 13. You rolled a 33 on a d20. Exquisite. Now, you have defeated toxic masculinity in a physical sense. It's like that dark sludge in Little Nemo, Adventures in Slumberland, but some people are like, now where's this guy come from? I really appreciate those. Your ability to cut through the feeble mask of all of these bros leads you to be their new queen. New detail. Oh, a mashup of feminine nomenon and hot to go at the same time, and you are able to, in the way that Majin Buu could eat and absorb the powers of someone else while not really getting their personality necessarily and kind of keeping themselves. You gain a boon from Chapel Roan, and then you eat Dave Chappelle.
Yay!
And now you have all the powers of you as a stand and a man in his 50s who really just can take his bow. Say it right to your face. Dog Bounty Hunter, you're an amazing man. And Dave Chappelle, step down. Yeah, right, one. You succeed at that, and Betty Crocker, who is now Rita Repulsa, still has her memories as being Betty Crocker, and still has all those emotional connections. Like, she'll never be your mother, but you'll always be her girls. She taught you guys the facts of life pertaining to cooking in an oven in America.
Yeah.
And Sarah, you feel all that trauma bonding of all the terrible ways that Rita Repulsa with the face of Betty Crocker. I don't know if it actually has a portrait. Was Betty Crocker a real person? Not important. Yeah, she was. Now she is. Betty Crocker helped the Underground Railroad succeed. We don't know how, but she's anonymous for a reason, and that's how good she was. If you truly do good, no one will know your deeds. Sarah, you want to do some bad deeds, because these bros not only have completely destroyed most of the infrastructure inside of America because they thought it was the Great British Crash Out.
Nice.
And just, they took it literally. Now you're so chill. You're so chill. You're the best. New detail.
The ovens rise up because they're Decepticons in disguise.
The ovens are leavened themselves. The ovens with the yeast baked into their metal through metal bending, thousands of years of metal bending secrets. They rise from the heat of the conflict, and the ovens gain power in the United Nations. Because wait, did you say Decepticons? Never mind, they destroy the United Nations. They work, new detail. But wait, Dog the Bounty Hunter appears to back up Sarah. It turns out there is a bounty on the head of, wait, who's your villain? Rita Repulsa, thank you. Oh my God, there's so much to remember. Sarah, Cam, Alex, you're Jughead. You're Alex with a stand. And you're Sarah who I might be bringing up stuff that's too close to home.
The lover of Rasputin.
You are the Russian queen. How could I forget? Oh, it was so perfect, and yet I still just completely glazed over it. This is why this is a collaborative effort. People are like, are you the only one on stage? That must be so, such a big task. No, we all share the burden together. So, Sarah, as the Russian queen, you are currently fighting a land war. You know you're gonna win. This is a game of risk where you don't have to look at the dice. You just have to let everyone else just take your casualties away as you continue conquering. So you have the opportunity to make a heel turn here. You can take over. This has always been your calling. Rita Repulsa didn't raise you, but you do follow her YouTube channel, so you have a really parasocial connection to her. And she, if your heart were a monster, she made your monster grow. Yeah. You really think that her and Zed are couple goals? But now you think that maybe you are leaning a little too hard on a crutch that isn't necessary anymore, and your magic is more powerful. Look what you made Rasputin do. What can you make Rita Repulsa do?
I cast Fireball, but it's just a Molotov cocktail.
So the room is only 10 by 10, but that's not what you asked. You said you cast Fireball. That is, it's a good idea. You will roll with the privilege of the Russian queen. Loving this. Oh, go ahead. Eventually people find their sweet spots and they know where to throw. Sometimes people just don't get up. One, what you said? You said you were gonna help.
Oh, sorry.
What's it say? 13 and 3. 13 does make this 12 DC. Very good. You successfully overtake this. The war elephants of Hannibal were no match for you. The trebuchets are all loaded up with the Nickelodeon gack because you're using American weapons, and American chemical warfare comes down to Nickelodeon. Don't read into it. That's the next Deer Hunter album. It's all right, here we go. Jughead, you've been staring agog, gobsmacked at the volcano that exploded, at the overtaking of Rita Repulsa, and now you are just where Goldar was in the hierarchy of minions, because everyone just kind of fell in line behind Sarah's natural leader energy. You have the full Sigma leader. We're gonna say the tech guy, Jughead. And then we have everything else coming from Cam. Jughead, the world is yours and the moon is yours. However, this is the great American bake-off, and the most American thing to do is never stop. To never know when to quit and to just continue doing everything you want until everything is burned around you. And so from your palace on the moon, Jughead, what's your first law that you institute upon the new world order that you've apparently, and people are into it, by the way. People are just like, oh, really, this guy? Okay, we'll find out. There's a little bit of mystery. Yes, Emperor. I'm not the Emperor, she's the Emperor, I'm just the, but all right, you can call me that.
I mean, I gotta say we end animal cruelty.
So the first thing that this heel turn does is end animal cruelty. All together. You find that the ASPCA does keep a death note in their care, and you're able to acquisition that from them very peacefully. And you are able to find every offender, and then everyone who you've seen just kind of like not treat their puppy right. Just be like, no, you're fine, you'll go out in a minute. Be like, that dog can go out now. I don't know, you just want to do even then, and you get a little bit megalomaniac about it. You're just like, until the point where if you aren't serving the parakeet, then you will be food for the parrots.
Yeah.
4 legs bad, no, 2 legs really bad.
4 legs good.
4 legs are like, but bad in like a good way, like, yeah, we're bad. This is Animal Farm, but like there's a suburb built around it. And so they're finally getting into like culture and like urban language affects. They're not quite sure how to use them. The sheep instead bad, but like, you know. Just this guy's right here. You guys are amazing. So nice.
Bad to the bone.
Bad to the bone. All right, so roll to end animal cruelty.
Yay!
The difficulty check is only 14 here. I added 2 to it because it's like an all-world kind of thing. You just said snake eyes? Oh, I love the reactions. It's like all the me's in bowling. A 4 and a 14 makes it. Animal cruelty. What? Oh, it was it was a bad idea. You said to end animal cruelty. Jumpman, there's got to be some nugget of wisdom in this, and I think what it is if I got rid of animal cruelty, I would also get rid of the cruelty that animals express, and that would be completely ruining the ecosystem because everyone would get along, and you wouldn't have, like, you'd have deer that are covered in ticks, and everyone's just okay with that. We got to think about that sometimes, and so apparently you didn't make that one. You get your first piece of shame. Shame, 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 shame. And that's pretty, if you take 2 points of emotional damage by failing, you die of shame. And you go to the group, you go back to the crowd, and someone else comes and takes their place. Only someone that wants to, though. But then eventually when we run out of people that do want to, we won't leave until everyone has done it. So just strap in for that. Maybe pee now. You still can't leave. Cam,
Hi.
You have been standing ever stoic in the face of all this. Nothing can even faze you whatsoever. However, you do notice that as they are building this great castle on the moon, this is ethereal music. You're taking over the bad guy's place, and you just put on like a new YouTube station, and suddenly the entire vibe changes. You clean the chandelier off, you dust off the shelves, and you find that all of the appliances are alive. There's a brave little toaster and a candelabra that's inappropriate towards you as the boss. There's a clock that judges you, and a set of dishes that really sound like they enjoy it too much while they're being washed, so you just put them in the dishwasher. They just put them in there and they let them have their time, and then they come out and they're calm. And you've been curating this the whole time. And you have all these inanimate object friends, and your stand plays with them like a Pokemon.
Yeah.
However, you are noticing that you're losing light for the first time. You're usually on like the light side of the moon, but it's becoming a new moon. It's becoming a new moon. And with that darkness, the vampires come out. All right, so it's not a new moon, it's an eclipse. And instead of the vampires coming out, it's the really buff werewolves. So they're changelings. Coins, you want as an added detail?
It's not an eclipse, it's a massive Jigglypuff.
What you thought was an eclipse was actually a Jigglypuff seen from above. And you not knowing it, because the final test with the Pokemon League and the brother and the Dark Brotherhood is that you don't know when the tests are happening. So you receive a note under your pillow that says, "We know." And that means that you are now able to join a secret society of assassins, or you can say, no. You have the choice, but this definitely exists.
Nice. What can the assassins give me?
They give you a blade of woe.
Whoa.
Whoa. You can sneak up behind people, and you can cut the tiny person out from the nape of their neck.
Like an Attack on Titan?
Yes, we're all Titans. Everyone should know that we're the big side. We're the big Titans. All along, we were the Titans. Remember the Titans, guys.
Lego-sized people.
Yeah, right. We are
the
Legos,
Lego-sized people.
We're the Lego-sized people, and now we're back to us. We're the Lego. Batman flies over. You have everything you could possibly ask for, but this eclipse, this Jigglypuff seen from above, is going to sing. And when it sings, you'll do the thing that you haven't done in millennia: sleep. No one has caught you sleeping. No one has caught you with your eyes closed yet. You have that smolder constantly. Your smolder is so strong that you almost got a job working with the X-Files.
Yeah.
But David Duchovny could not handle getting mogged by you. The small laughter would feed me. Thank you. Oh, this is everything. Now, Cam, with your all of your ability, your stand, and what's hockey in JoJo world? What's energy?
It's not hockey. It's
yeah.
the ripple?
Hamon?
The hamon. There it is.
Yeah, hamon. Yeah, your hamon is so strong that your hair turns blonde without needing to bleach it. Your curls haven't been messed up at all, but it's blonde now. And everything points up, but it's just like a little float. You have gone Super Saiyan.
Nice.
And it's because the S cells that you have gained from punching so many different people, you just eventually just like absorb them in. And you are becoming a mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of a perfect cell.
Yeah. Yay!
And as the Jigglypuff descends upon the moon, you find that it is made up of this same strain of DNA, because you can tell just by looking at it. You can tell that its DNA exactly matches a Pillsbury bro boy, but it's the divine feminine of it.
Nice. Yeah.
You are fighting the divine feminine Jigglypuff, who will sing for you, and if you fall asleep, she will write on your face. And I know you just subscribed to Lumen. So expensive. No one's touching your face. What do you do?
I use another item, my Nintendo 4DS, equipped with 2 time screens for backwards and forwards compatibility. I don't get ready, I stay ready. So when the Jigglypuff comes, like I went backwards in time to right before it got here, so I could, punch it in the face.
So you stay ready at all times, and that is a form of time travel in itself. No one is able to see when you make your decisions because you already are making them, and it's and you find that you gain 3 new spirit guns in your fingers.
Oh, nice.
You look inside of your inner ghost files, your inner X files, and you find that the inner Yusuke Urameshi, you have been conscripted as a spirit detective.
Nice.
You've gotten too powerful, and now the government is trying to control you. And this Jigglypuff is trying to tell you what feminism is.
Yeah.
Which, subjective.
While I have Hot to Go and Phenomenon playing constantly.
While Phenomenon, and the gall, the pure guts of Jigglypuff to dare come at Cam while both of these songs are playing, and it's like, it's not virtue signaling, this is who they are.
Yeah.
Is this a good idea or bad idea to put Jigglypuff on Front Street? Bad idea. Oh, flying monkeys. Jigglypuff can send them. Jigglypuff has that mean girl energy and has sent one of her admiring boys to go say, no, it's a bad idea to put me in my place. Sorry, you're gonna roll with adversity because of Jigglypuff's privilege.
May I make one more attempt for my high school sweetheart?
You have not used your reaction or bonus action. You are more than welcome to.
Nice. May I use the human-sized Pokeball?
A human-sized Pokeball?
Yeah, on this massive Jigglypuff?
Will a human-sized Pokeball work on this massive Jigglypuff? Good idea, bad idea. Yeah, gotta convince him. He's very weak. This is his Make-A-Wish. His arms are so weak. You need to clap. You need to clap, everyone. Oh, it's a good idea. He's gonna live, everybody. He's gonna live. Cancer doesn't win this time.
Yay.
What? Where am I? Cam, thank you so much. Yeah, get over here and roll. Yay! The difficulty is 14 now. It goes up every single time. We have a 5 and a 13 doesn't make it. Oh, you are not mogging hard enough. Your jawline is so... New detail?
Lucky 13, but she succeeds, but John Senator. Senator.
She succeeds, but John Cena Centaur, and...
It was actually a Master Ball?
It's actually a Master Ball. And what you couldn't see before, because of the eclipsing Jigglypuff, was John Cena with the body of a horse cut off right here at the belly button. So he definitely still had an umbilical cord, and you wonder how that worked. We all just wonder. Someone else throw a coin? Oh, so he does turn, he has greater invisibility. You cannot see him. And that means that when you see Randy Orton come out of nowhere, you just see him jump and hit the ground, and it's not impressive at all.
Aww.
The RKO out of nowhere was really like not the vibe for the first time ever. And you successfully made it so that John Cena can make Randy Orton feel just a little weird in that situation. And no one thinks that John Cena is going to be that kind of petty guy, but in small situations, he has his reasons. You don't know what happens in that locker room. Cam, you don't succeed in the overall move, but Centaur John Cena does give you the extra clout, the extra live viewers on your TikTok streams.
Clout.
You love clout. It's Clout Strife is your boyfriend. We all know you love clout. He's a little needy when it comes to like, hey, can we include my project in this? But like, you know, he's Clout Strife. He's a good-looking guy with pointy hair. What are you gonna do? Not that that's his only talent. Come on. He is very pretty, and I'm sure he's also good at talking. So I just think men should be like cutesy and demure, you know? So Cam, you do succeed, but, and I repeat, John Cena Centaur. Moving on. Sarah, the Queen of Russia. You have finished building the Tetris. You have finished building the Tetris monument that is the Kremlin, and find that a new dignitary is looking to build a diplomatic treaty with the Crocodile Nation. So he builds the Kremlin for you, and you have a meeting scheduled with King K. Rool. Yeah. You're not fazed by this at all.
No.
He's like an 11-foot tall alligator with like really problematic views.
I'm the Russian queen.
Well said. Jumpman, is being the Russian queen a good idea? Oh, bad idea? Oh, what?
Women can't do anything. Sorry.
I need your microphones closer. So you're gonna roll with adversity, even though you're the queen and you live amongst the detail. Go ahead. She's actually aided by Donkey Kong, who is the prime minister of DK Island, which is its own principality. Everyone knows this. Their currency is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. I said their currency is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. 2 times I've been around that track. So I stopped the rail car and took the rhino back, because I ain't no holler back Kong.
Oh my goodness.
I ain't no holler back Kong. Thank you. Aw. I'll give a breath for applause. Thank you so much. Sarah, you're rolling with adversity in this diplomatic mission against the Vince McMahon of alligators. Because he sends a bunch of jobbers in to go after Donkey Kong. It's just putting Donkey Kong over even more. Did I just out Donkey Kong? Why aren't you up there? Get up there. Carmen Lugo, everybody. This is our ASL interpreter.
Very, very sorry. I had the lift cancel on me, and so I was just waiting for the next lift to actually show up and then get here and then get told the wrong directions to come to this hall. So I'm having a wonderful Friday night. How about all of you? We're gonna finish strong. Wait, that doesn't sound right.
No, we're gonna finish strong. You said what you said. Carmen Lugo, everybody, the Nerdterpreter. Let's get you center. Can we get you center? Do you need the table?
Chilling like a villain.
Yeah, right on. That's perfect. That's perfect. Then it's always looking at you. Sarah, get out to the side here and roll. They're gonna have to take my word for it, but you know, these dice, they tell the truth.
I swear to
Oh, new detail. Bring me the results. New detail. Where's that? It's you make it an auto.
It's on a 1.
You make it an automatic 1. Automatically critically failing the Russian queen. Wow, you see in the crowd none other than Regina George. Who can take out the Russian queen but the plastic queen, the queen bee? And she's been hit by a bus before, so she has incredible constitution. And she has actively made a campaign against you in her burn book, which is a death note, but it just makes up rumors about someone and then they become true. It's way worse. They have to live through it. Regina George, make no mistake, is a dictator and a villain. But when you look like that, some people just say, whatever. Take that to heart. Don't listen to Regina George. But she's in here. She's in this campaign. She's going to try to take the throne of Rita Repulsa that you took fair and square. And that's stealing. And that's not okay. That's wrong. Stealing from you after you stole that fair and square is wrong. And so you gather your forces. Did you have a 5 yet? No? Love it. So you have your 2 minions here. Your Goldar and your Finster, if you will.
And a swarm of Applebees.
And you summon your animal ally, a swarm of Applebees, to take out the queen bee of the high school, Regina George, of the high mage school, Regina George. Is this a good idea or bad idea, gentlemen? It's a good idea. This is gonna be a collective role. And you can absolutely make up more details, but we're moving towards the great conclusion, because the final boss, Regina George, she grows to her final form. You see that she has cauldron pauldrons. New detail. The world is mad at Jughead for using animals.
That law was struck down.
Say that again?
That law was struck down.
That law was struck down. Technically not illegal. Technically acquitted.
Can we also summon our animal ally, Stephen King Kong?
Yes, you can. Donkey Kong gets a text on his banana phone. It goes ring, 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 and we got a new detail. Regina George is allergic to bee stings. And so you find that there is, in this great squid game that you've suddenly found yourself in, you find that there are 30 bees in one EpiPen. and you have the choice now to either use all of these Applebees to strike her down for good, or capture her for another 10,000 years. What do you do?
I think you should kill her.
All right, they said they should kill her. There we go. And so that we said, is it a good idea or bad idea to just murk out Regina George? Jumpman, he's so weak, he's so sick, you need to help him clap. You clap, guys. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, you're gonna roll with privilege. You all must touch the die at the same time in order for it to count. You're combining your power with your swarm of Applebees. Stephen King Kong says, everything is about to explode because I don't know how to tie up these loose ends.
Group together.
And also, he's got somebody in his hand. She looks nonplussed. And you realize that it's a twin of Sarah. Oh, DC is 15. I see a 5 and another 5. No, it does not make it. They are going to fail. Does anyone want to add details or possibly just make them win? If not, this is a great way to start out my tenure here at PAX Unplugged.
May I summon
Because right now, the heroes have been
animal
sundered.
companion?
They have been defeated. The stand sits.
Can I try summon another?
Can I make them? Absolutely, you may.
My good friend Bear Grylls. The line between life and death is determined, but what we are willing to do, he'll get you through this by any means necessary.
By any means necessary will Bear Grylls get you through this.
I would like to kill her.
And so you'd like to, Bear Grylls tells you that there is a lot of nutrition that you can gain. Yeah, one detail?
Yes, Regina George is really into apples, so she goes right for the apple bees.
These bees are made of apples. Regina George is allergic to both apples and bees, but can resist neither. She contains a multitude. Yes, more details. Chuck Norris steps up and admits that he said a lot of messed up things in the last couple of years. He finally says, I'm sorry, and everything that I've misunderstood about quote-unquote woke culture is wrong and made for me to be against it, and I actually love everybody. And then he roundhouse kicks all of us in the heart. And that's what I believe Chuck Norris can be. You can do it, Chuck. Chuck, you can do it. You can still win our hearts back. You haven't lost us entirely. And Dog the Bounty Hunter, you're a beautiful man. And Dave Chappelle, step down. I've been Timotheus the Orange. This is a cliffhanger. Bring me back next year. We have a QR code that we're going to put up there. Please scan that. So say that you liked the show in the survey. Have them bring me back next year. And if you remember what happened, we'll continue. This is one of those that everyone has that D&D night that they're like, we just had the best session 0. And 1 year later, the guy's like, okay, I have my MFA. I can finally have Fridays with you. And you have the best time ever, which we're gonna have next year, just like we had tonight. Thank you very much for joining me. This has been the Armchair Wizards, massive multiplayer on-stage live-action role-playing game show. I've been Timotheus the Orange. This is Carmen Lugo, the Nerdterpreter, and we are available for booking now. If you book Dave Chappelle, maybe reconsider. Oh man, if I actually get famous one day, he is probably gonna take offense to that.
Kill him, yeah!
No, okay, we've gone too far. Cut the feed, cut the feed! Yes, thank you so much. You have been wonderful. Thank you for joining me. Round of applause for Jumpman. This was a good idea to do this show. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.